Hello and welcome to Hatoful Boyfriend. Yes, this is a pigeon dating simulator, but it's also a very good game, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I'll try to show it off and not stumble over my words too much. My Japanese is not fluent, but I hope you'll enjoy anyway. Let's start a new game here and see what happens. Welcome to St. Pigeonations. Please enter your name. Tosaka is going to be our last name. It's the default name. Same with the first name, which is Hiyoko. Is Tosaka Hiyoko okay? Yes. The cast was released on April Fools with voice credits. This game doesn't have voices though, sorry. And while I'm scrolling through this here, it's basically telling you to imagine the actor's name in your head, and when it pops up in Japanese with their portrait character, which we're also going to set here in a second, that's what that text on the background means. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the VA cast in case you're curious. Ryota is Asanuma Shintaro. Sakuya is Akira Ishida. Kazuaki is Hirofumi Nojima. Yuya is Koji Yuza. Nageki is Mitsuki Saiga. Shu is Takahiro Koyasu, which is one of my favorite voice actors ever. I used to be kind of obsessed with him, but we'll not go into that right now. Okasan is Norio Wakamoto. And Angel is Takahiro Sakurai. This is the cast list for the drama CD, at least. It says something else in the kanji. Well, oh well. We'll never know, will we? And this here is only something that shows up if you've completed the game 100%. And this time, we're gonna just do our normal life so we can actually show you the dating sim up front. St. Pigeonations, a school blessed with extensive curricula and facilities. It's already been a year since I ended my ordinary life and walked through these gates. I should probably say, this school is known for one thing in particular. This school is Japan's, no, the world's greatest gathering place for gifted birds. Birds who want to study the arts, the sciences, even sports all come to St. Pigeonations. The teaching staff and student body are both made up of a diverse blend of birds of different backgrounds and species. I'm often asked why I chose to come here despite not being a bird. It's a long story. Not every day I see you rushing along like this. Ryota! Usually you'd have been ready for an hour by now, Hiyoko. Overslept. And there's our portrait in VA. This rock dove is named Kawara Ryota. We've been friends since he was barely hatched. He can be a little mischievous, but he's responsible and kind. Breakfast was a little hard to catch today. I can't relax without red meat inside. Living as a hunter-gatherer sounds tough. I'd be happy to make you breakfast, you know. I might take you up on that offer when starvation looms. Thanks, Ryota. Oh, the bell already. Come on, we need to hurry to class. Jeepers, no good being late on the first day. And so Ryota pulled me along into the school. Today is the start of a new semester. I wonder what lies in store. It was all I could do to adjust the atmosphere last year. Better make up for all that last fun. First term screen, Hatoful Boyfriend, the most splendid and greatest academy of the pigeon, by the pigeon, and for the pigeon. I think we're in 2-3. Ryota and I are in the same class again. Old faces, new faces, a strange thrill fills my heart as I look around at the assembled birds. I hope we all get along. Here's to the formation of many happy memories. Oh, the teacher's here. Good morning, everybody. I'm Nanaki Kazuaki. I seem to be your teacher this year. I specialize in math and physics, and also some other things. We're snoring there. Sir, wake up, it's homeroom. He sleeps with his eyes open. This quail is Nanaki Kazuaki. He is the famous soporific math professor. I'd heard the rumors, but I hadn't expected him to fall asleep just like that. Apparently he's well known as a mathematician. Just goes to show great minds come in all forms. Oh, I'm sorry, isn't it just a little warm in here? Which reminds me, we have a transfer student. Please introduce yourself, Shirogane. What is the point? I have no wish to speak with commoners. Do not think I'm here to be because I wish to be. Oh well, I guess that's that. Hey, that's no good. But he doesn't want to introduce himself. But we can't just let him break the rules like that, sir. The system will collapse and we'll all turn into kulaks and dissenters. Well, when you put it like that, could you at least say your name, Shirogane? Shirogane Labelle Sakuya. Seems like this fantail is Shirogane Sakuya. His feathers would make any birdie proud. He's pretty stuck up, but then transferring is never easy. I hope we can be friends. Sakuya sits down, glaring daggers at Ryota and me. I think this little bird is telling me there's gonna be trouble down the line. Lunch already. Today is slipping by so quickly. That reminds me, I've had these books out from the library all summer. I'll return them now. Where is everyone? Aside from the receptionist, there's hardly anybody here. Is someone looking at me? Probably just my imagination. Or not. A mourning dove stands in the dark corner, staring in my direction. Mourning doves aren't very common in Japan, but apparently they're everywhere in America. Did you want something from me? He looked away. Not really. I'm pretty sure it was him who I felt looking at me. There's no one else here. Are you sure? Yes, I don't want anything with you. It's the things you're carrying that I'm interested in. He glances at the desk as if to say, hurry up and return them already. Oh, sorry. They were a little too dense and I never finished them. Were you waiting for them all summer? He silently returns his gaze to his book. Maybe he's in a bad mood. I'm Tosaka Hyoko, a sophomore. What about you? You're Negaki. Fujishiro Negaki, freshman. Fujishiro Negaki, huh? Mourning doves are pretty rare in Japan. Maybe it's just his voice, but he seems kind of sad. Leave me alone. He's reading his book again. Okay, sorry to bother you. I keep meeting depressing people today. Now that I have that on the way, I think I'll head back to class. Wait, isn't that... You should have been instructed not to approach me in school. Come on, Sakuya. What kind of thing is that to say to your own brother? After all these years. My brother, you must be joking. You've never once been a brother to me. Please, don't try to talk to me again. I have no time for half-breeds. I'll be going now. We all love racist pigeons, right? Hey, wait. I guess even if we're in the same school now, what's done is done. I like the sound of him stomping away. I know pigeons wear heavy boots, don't they? I hadn't meant to eavesdrop, but I think I'll just overheard something juicy. Goosey is also a bird and not present at this time. The ever-popular trendsetter and ladies' man, Sakazaki Yuya, is Sakiya's brother. I wonder what the story behind that is. Hey. You heard that old thing, right? Are you a friend of Sakiya's? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to listen in on you. Ah, emoticons. No sweat. I try to say sexy and suave in front of all you little ladies, but that there wasn't too cool. This fantail pigeon is Sakazaki Yuya, an upperclassman. I've never talked to him before, but he's famous or infamous throughout the school. Every birdie knows him. You're Hiyoko, right? How did you... I know every birdie here, besides. You're the only human. A single poppy in a field of rye. Did you say you were a friend of Sakiya's? Not exactly. We had a rather ballistic introduction this morning. We're in the same class, that's all. I never have thought that stuck-up aristocrat wannabe was your brother. Aristocrat wannabe. He is an aristocrat, actually. The genuine article, in the flesh. He is. He's a bit of a pain, so good luck, mon ami. Adieu. He really is a noble bird. I never heard anything about that about you, though. Probably a twisty business. That's all for today. Stay safe, everyone. Sir, where's Ryota? He said he was going to the infirmary. Maybe you should go and see if he's still there. Now that I think about it, Ryota always did have a weak stomach. I should go to the infirmary just to make sure he's okay. Excuse me. Nobody's here. There's no one sleeping behind the curtains, and the doctor isn't here either. My hunter-gatherer instincts feel no presence. There's no birdie here. Ryota? No reply. The infirmary is empty. Weird. Did he go home already? I feel a little nervous poking around the empty room. Now that I think of it, I haven't been in here much before. Unlike Ryota, I'm perfectly healthy. Whoa, they've got all kinds of drugs in here. Ethylpar, trifluciobenzene. What do these even do? Care to find out? Doctor, I'll feed you all sorts of things if you want. No, thank you. This partridge is Iwamine Shu, the school doctor. He's rather creepy in person, and has a bad reputation among the student body. Everybody knows that even just talking to him can bring you down with aspergillus, psittacoccus, or even worse things. And I never even heard him come in the door. Ninja doctor. You don't look like you have a good reason to be in here. Did you need something? I heard Ryota Kawara from 2-3 was supposed to be in here. He's already gone. Oh. Why didn't he come and find me before going home? Sorry to bother you. I'll be going now. Finally out of that den of evil. Ryota's already gone home. What do I do now? Oh. I never got around to joining a club last year. Maybe I'll go take a look at some options. I think there are clubs for baseball, soccer, track, kendo, migration, and bird watching. Wasn't there another one? Anyway, I'll start with the track team. I ran in middle school, and it's always funny watching the birds hop around. I think their club room is on the ground floor off to the side. A white dove is having a tantrum outside. This is no pudding for a man. Okasan rejects it. It is a lie, a vicious falsification. He's dancing around on a squished pudding. Hey, that's not very nice to the pudding. And we notice that Okasan here doesn't have a human portrait. I'm afraid my coups aren't very good, so I'm only going to be reading the text below them. He doesn't really look it, but he's supposedly a fan-tailed pigeon, I think. Either way, he's hyper. Okazan has suffered a deception most vile, a wretched betrayal. Betrayal? Okazan instructed that pudding be provided for new members, but this is no pudding. Ousted, scorned, betrayed, dragged into the street and shot by those he trusted most. It's squished and filthy, but the thing under his feet looks like a normal store-bought pudding. What's wrong with it? Spare the jest, young lady. Okazan used wing attack. It's super effective. They'll rue the day they crossed Okazan. He'll have them flayed, hanged, shot at dawn, he will. Okazan must now train to achieve true pudding. Farewell. And he's gone. He's a good runner, but what does pudding have to do with the track team? So ended the first day of my second semester at St. Pigeonations.